There's one country in the world that quietly breaks every rule, a place with no capital, no president's palace, and where cows have more rights than some politicians. A nation where people pay to throw away trash, where the trains run like clockwork, and where women find love by climbing mountains together. Welcome to Switzerland, a country so perfect, it almost feels fake. But behind that postcard beauty lies a world of strange traditions, hidden luxuries, and secrets that even most Europeans don't know. Stay till the end, because what's really going on inside Switzerland will completely change the way you see the most peaceful country on Earth. Switzerland doesn't follow the same playbook as the rest of Europe. It has no president with supreme power, no single capital city. Instead, it runs like a living machine, decentralized, balanced, and yet somehow more stable than countries 10 times its size. Officially called Confederatio Helvetica, Switzerland is one of the oldest democracies in the world. But it's not a typical democracy. Here, every major decision, from building highways to changing tax laws, goes to a public vote. If the people disagree, even the government has to stop and listen. That's why the Swiss call their system direct democracy. And it's one of the main reasons this tiny landlocked nation of just 8.9 million people has managed to stay independent through centuries of European wars. But what's even more unusual is that Switzerland doesn't want to be the center of attention. While other nations build empires, Switzerland quietly built something else, a fortress of wealth, order, and quiet power. You see, neutrality isn't weakness here, it's strategy. On the surface, Switzerland looks peaceful. But underneath, literally under the streets of Zurich, lies one of the world's largest underground vault systems. Here, private banks store billions of dollars in gold, assets, and data belonging to the world's richest and most powerful individuals. It's a place where no one asks who you are or where your money came from because privacy is sacred. Switzerland's financial empire began over a century ago when the country decided that secrecy was its greatest export. Bankers were forbidden by law to reveal their clients' identities. This made the country a haven not only for billionaires, but for royalty, corporations, and sometimes even dictators. But here's the twist. In recent years, global pressure forced Switzerland to open up. The famous Swiss secrecy is fading. Yet the country adapted, shifting from secret vaults to something even more powerful: trust. Today, Swiss banks are among the most respected and stable in the world, managing over $7 trillion in assets. That's almost twice the size of Japan's economy, controlled quietly from a country smaller than Maryland. But the Swiss don't brag. They'll tell you, money doesn't make noise, it just grows. In most countries, progress means skyscrapers, traffic, and screens. But in Switzerland, progress means preserving what others destroy. Take the village of Mürren, perched on a cliff nearly 2 kilometers above sea level. There are no cars, no noise, no pollution, just air so clean it feels like your lungs are being washed. Here, people commute by cable car and every corner looks like a painting. Children ski to school. Old men still make cheese by hand over wood fires. And if you forget your wallet at the store, it'll still be there the next morning, untouched. Then there's Zermatt, the fairy tale town that's been car-free for over 500 years. Instead of traffic lights, you'll see horses and tiny electric carts gliding through snowy lanes. At night, the air is so still you can hear the snow falling. It sits under the Matterhorn, one of the most photographed mountains in the world, the same peak that inspired Toblerone chocolate. But here's the hidden part. These villages aren't just cute, they're billion-dollar tourism engines disguised as simplicity. Each wooden house, each ski lift, each cozy cafe contributes to a system so efficient that Switzerland earns over $50 billion a year from tourism alone. All while looking like it's stuck in the 1800s. Step into Zurich or Geneva and you'll meet a very different kind of woman. Elegant, athletic, fluent in 3 languages, and absolutely fearless. Swiss women aren't known for chasing luxury brands or fame. They're known for chasing mountains, independence, and freedom. The average Swiss woman marries at age 31, the highest in Europe. Many don't marry at all. Not because they can't, but because they don't need to. They're financially secure, educated, and active. They climb, ski, and run companies with the same precision that keeps Swiss watches ticking. And here's something you won't believe: dating in Switzerland isn't about bars or apps. The most popular way to meet someone is through hiking or mountain climbing groups. There's even a matchmaking app called Find a Trekking Partner, where love literally depends on how high you're willing to climb. It's a country where romance starts with endurance and maybe a little altitude sickness. Swiss women have become symbols of balance, strong but graceful, quiet but unbreakable. And maybe that's the secret. In a world obsessed with showing off, the Swiss win by staying calm. If there's one thing the Swiss worship more than chocolate, it's cows. And we're not exaggerating, in Switzerland, cows are national treasures. They wear hand-forged brass bells weighing up to 30 pounds, and they even have their own underground tunnels to avoid traffic. Yes, tunnels for cows. Every autumn, there's a festival called the Alpabfeuer, where cows are crowned with flowers and paraded down the mountains like royalty. The event is so loved that entire families spend months preparing decorations for their favorite cows. But it goes deeper than that. Swiss farmers actually massage their cows to help them relax and produce richer milk. It's one of the reasons Swiss cheese and chocolate taste unlike anything else in the world. Each region even has its own cheese dialect, over 450 varieties in total, from creamy Gruyere to nutty Emmental. And in a world where animal rights are often ignored, Switzerland became one of the first countries to make animal dignity part of its constitution. Here, animals aren't property, they're citizens of the land. The Swiss are famous for precision, trains that arrive at the exact second, streets without litter, and silence so complete you can hear the snow melt. But behind that order lies a strange paradox. In Switzerland, breaking small rules can feel like a crime. Hanging clothes on your balcony on a Sunday, forbidden. Putting recyclables in the wrong bag, expect a fine and maybe a friendly note from your neighbor. Yet at the same time, the Swiss fiercely protect personal freedom. You can build a bunker under your house, own gold anonymously, or walk alone at midnight without fear. It's a nation that values both discipline and discretion. That balance between control and independence might just be the reason Switzerland runs smoother than almost anywhere else on Earth. Switzerland is beautiful, yes, but it's not cheap, not even close. A simple meal costs $25, and renting a small apartment in Zurich can set you back over $2,000 a month. Yet people still move here by the thousands every year. Why? Because you get what you pay for. Perfect safety, world-class healthcare, public transport that never fails, and air so clean it's been compared to bottled oxygen. But here's what most don't realize. Swiss citizens earn some of the highest incomes in the world, averaging around $7,000 per month. Even janitors in Zurich make more than office workers in many European capitals. It's a costly paradise, but one where your money buys peace, not chaos. And maybe that's why, despite having no natural resources or military power, Switzerland ranks among the top 5 happiest countries on Earth every single year. If you walk through a Swiss neighborhood, you'll notice something odd. No shouting, no loud music, no unnecessary chatter. The Swiss have perfected the art of quiet living. They believe peace isn't just about avoiding conflict, it's about respecting space. Even greetings are minimal, a handshake, a nod, a smile, that's it, but don't mistake their calm for coldness. Once you earn a Swiss person's trust, you have it for life. They don't fake friendships. They build them slowly, like everything else here, with care, precision, and time. This culture of silence also reflects in their cities. Zurich's clean lines, Bern's medieval calm, and Lucerne's reflective lakes all whisper the same message. Peace isn't boring, it's beautiful. Imagine standing on a wooden bridge in Lucerne, watching the reflection of the Alps shimmer in the lake. Or taking the Glacier Express, the slowest train in the world, crossing 291 bridges and 91 tunnels while snowflakes dance outside your window. Everywhere you look, Switzerland feels like a fairy tale, except it's all real. There's Chillon Castle, built on Lake Geneva, where poets once wrote about forbidden love. There's Lauterbrunnen Valley, with 72 waterfalls cascading like silver threads, the same place that inspired Tolkien's Rivendell. And then there's Jungfraujoch, Europe's highest train station, where snow never melts and the air tastes like glass. This is Switzerland's secret weapon, beauty that doesn't age. While other destinations rise and fall, Switzerland remains timeless, the ultimate luxury that never needs marketing. For over 500 years, Switzerland has avoided war. While Europe burned through centuries of conflict, the Swiss quietly stayed out of it all. But how? Partly its geography, high mountains make invasion nearly impossible. But more importantly, its philosophy. Switzerland believes in armed neutrality. Every man is trained in the military, yet the country hasn't gone to war since 1815. They're peaceful but ready. And there's another secret reason: money. During wars, all sides need neutral ground to store wealth, make deals, and negotiate. Switzerland became that ground, the middleman of the world. Neutral, yes; powerless, never. The Swiss way of life looks modest, but behind every wooden door lies quiet luxury. A handmade watch that costs more than a car, a private spa fed by underground hot springs, or a tiny chalet that rents for $10,000 a week in Zermatt. Even their food tells the story. A simple fondue made from 100-year-old cheese recipes. A potato dish called rösti that tastes like home-cooked comfort. A walnut cake from Engadine so good it's treated like treasure. Nothing is rushed, nothing is mass-produced. Everything, even a cup of hot chocolate, is made with precision. Switzerland doesn't shout its wealth, it whispers it, and that's why the world listens. At first glance, Switzerland looks too clean, too perfect, almost unreal. But the deeper you go, the more you realize this isn't perfection by chance. It's perfection by discipline. Every law, every rule, every mountain path was shaped by centuries of people who believed that beauty and order belonged together. And maybe that's Switzerland's biggest secret, not its banks, not its cheese, not even its mountains. It's the idea that peace, prosperity, and happiness don't come from chaos, they come from balance. A country that works like a Swiss watch, precise, beautiful, and quietly unstoppable. So the next time you see a photo of the Alps, remember behind that calm snow and perfect scenery is a world of quiet rebellion. A nation that broke the rules of how countries are supposed to work, and somehow did it better than anyone else. This is Switzerland, the country that doesn't obey any rules, because it's too busy setting its own.